We athletes, when you speak, we listen. Started the podcast, started posting on Reels, sometimes too much. People are like, hey, fall back a little bit. But which athletes, now that we're using our platforms and becoming more than an athlete, which athletes are impressing you most when it comes to branding themselves outside of their sport?
You know, I'm really liking what's going on with Robert Griffin III, Matt Leinart. Some of these retired quarterbacks are doing great social commentating. And then you got the active guys, Micah Parsons in it, like early, like ascending, but still putting out content. Obviously, the Kelsey brothers have done a phenomenal job. But it's just great to see all, what I loved is even in other sports, you see some of the tennis guys getting into Kyrgios coming out with a proper podcast. So I think the cat's out of the bag. Stuff I was talking about 10, 15 years ago about the opportunities is now more real. People believe it, and the world's better for it.
Absolutely. When I was playing in the CFL, I started my own web series. Now you got guys like Draymond Green going back to the hotel after a game, not worrying about the setup, got the curtains in the back, no lights, doesn't matter, and shooting that his podcast right after that. But you're a visionist. What's next? What do you see next when it comes to athletes and content?
Live streaming. The streaming thing is real. Like, it's so authentic, and it really puts guys in a very authentic light. And I think live streaming is going to be a monster for a lot of guys.
You're a big Jets fan. I'm a New York guy. I'm a New York Giant guy, though. But what's up with your Jets this year, man? Like, what are you expecting from them going into this offseason?
We're going to put it together.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, all that hype for last year is going to come through. Aaron's not going to be out for the year 4 plays in. We got to address the offensive line. You know how that is. You know the game. We need another weapon at wide receiver to go along with Garrett Wilson, who's a dog. And I think with Breece Hall and that defense, I think we got the pieces, but we're going to need 3 to 4 more offensive pieces, offensive linemen and a couple receivers.
If you're Joe Douglas, do you draft a quarterback in the first round with that pick?
No, I think this year you got to go left tackle. You know this. Tackles don't just run around. So they got the 10th pick. It's a huge left tackle year, and I would go left tackle.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Take it easy, sir.